What's a crack-a-lackin', my gamers? Welcome to the first video on the Haven Head channel. Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year. So yeah, this is going to be a channel. I'll discuss it a bit more in the future of this video. But this is a channel where basically I just want a channel where I could talk directly to you, the viewer, kind of like an old school Call of Duty channel, you know, when people would just put the random gameplay in the background. I'll probably do that with whatever I throw in the background, and then I'll talk to you. And obviously I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this channel, but I just wanted a channel which is more casual like this that I could just upload commentaries to. That being said, I have a deal that I promised to make, and that is right now. I said if I was to hit 250,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, I had to stop a second and think about the the year that it was. I said I would show you all how to make Haven Towers, a full instruction on how to make Haven Towers. Now, there is a truth to this. If you've ever made a Haven Towers before, if you've done the process of making Haven Towers, then you don't have to worry about it, gamers. You are perfectly fine. But this is for the first time. As this is if you've never made a Haven Towers before, then obviously people don't know how to do this. So here is a very quick, simple instruction on how to do it. So the first thing you want to do is just do some off-camera mining without... Oh, sorry. I want to do some off-camera mining. Just get a couple of things, just to help you out. So I grabbed a couple of things, just some full netherite as you do, and then you're gonna want to get your material. So what you need is about some wood. So obviously you need some spruce wood. We all know that you need some spruce wood. And after getting a little bit of spruce wood, you want to then go to a savanna and... Oh, sorry. Let me just yeah, they just want to get some acacia wood, as you do. Not too much acacia wood. You don't want to mess around. You only need it for the slabs and that kind of thing. And this next bit, there's a little misconception about this, but you don't actually have to go to the Nether to get a Haven Tower, because if you're very lucky, there's a 0.11100111% chance that you could actually find the warped forest biome in the overworld. Now, so a lot of people think that you can only get these in the Nether. That is not true, and if you don't believe me, then quite frankly, you're being racist. So what you want to do is you want to head over here, and you just want to get a little bit of this. Little bit of this, nothing too much to worry about. And this will be what you use for the fencing. Now, let's be clear, if you use the overworld one, you'll probably have to get about triple the amount as the normal one. I don't know what that means, but if you just want to work with me for a second, this should give you everything that you need. Now, you should have everything that you need at this point to make your Haven Tower. So the first thing you want to do is you want to just make a couple of crafting tables. Not too many, mind you. We don't want to josh around too much. If you know what I'm saying. If your name is Josh, by the way, then shouldn't you be doing your homework? I don't really have a joke for this point, so I'm just gonna make a couple of crafting tables and take it from there. So now you got a crafting table. You'd think the simple thing would just be to craft everything that you need. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Okay, what you're gonna want to do next, this might surprise some people, but you're actually gonna want to play a Pokemon Showdown game. Now, it's very important that that you play this Pokemon Showdown. Now, people might be thinking, hey, why am I playing a Pokemon Showdown game? But the answer really is simple. You just want to make sure that you're not messing around. So we're gonna go to Typhlosion here, as it goes for body press. It does no damage because it's a weak ass boy. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it with a fire blast, and it's gonna do great damage. Unfortunately, I forgot that this. So what you're gonna do is you want to forfeit. Once you've forfeited, you're perfectly fine. You can go back to what you were doing, and that is of course getting a bunch of cookies in the game. Cookie clipper, clicker. And obviously, you want to make sure you say clipper first because we're all here for the clicks and the views. Am I right? And once you've got about 1,000,000 cookies and you buy all the curses you possibly can, you're then gonna want to go back to Minecraft. Now, this next bit's going to confuse some of you, but I just need you to work with me. And that is obviously you need to make a pillar of TNT that goes all the way to the sky. So we're going to quickly do that. Now, you might be thinking, hey, now, why can't I hear your game? And that is because, as we obviously know, I have turned the music off, as well as the volume for this game. You need to do that if you're going to make Haven Towers for the first time. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, why? And, can you please stop asking about you guys asked for me to show you how to do this, and all you've done is question. Like, it's so rude. Anyway, you're going to want to make this Haven Tower and go as high as humanly possible. Now, let's be clear. Once you get to about this point here, you obviously can't go any higher. This is like the highest you can go in Minecraft. So what you're going to... hang on. So what you're going to do is you want to obviously go back down and grab a flint and steel. And you're going to want to light one TNT. Now, you have to be careful about this, because obviously you don't want to die. So you're going to use a little bit of your wood, and it's going to be a jump. So this shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. You're going to do this, and you're going to make a jump. Now, obviously, you're going to definitely hit the water like I just did, and then this TNT is going to explode and not touch you in any way. See, it was all part of the master. And that should be all the steps. Now, it's very important that you don't touch any of the cobblestone. If you pick up any of the cobblestone from the explosion, then I think I would just jump off of a bridge. Otherwise, don't do that because that would be lame. But now you should be ready. Now you should be ready to make a Haven Tower. Now, obviously, you can't just put Haven Towers anywhere. So I'm actually going to make my Haven Towers over here. So what you want to do is you go like this. So first things first, you pop one there, and then you count. You count. Oh, 1 sec. You're gonna want to use the netherite pickaxe you've had this entire time. You want to dig out a little bit of an area. You don't want to just put it anywhere, like I say. And you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, bam. Now, if you're confused by this, you could just put TNT in the middle. Just make sure not to blow up the TNT, because obviously that would be that would be unfortunate, and you would lose some of your Haven Tower, which obviously we don't want, Ovi. And then you're gonna do it again. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're unsure on how to count, then basically go 1, 2, and 3, and that should help you out. And then obviously the problem you might get into this situation where there's not enough space. So what you want to do is you're going to want to basically spin around carefully and then place the TNT. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Haven, isn't it really dangerous for me to place the TNT? But trust me, as long as you're not sucky McBall sucker, which don't know what that means, not 100% sure I can put that word on the internet, you could do it. And you also, at this point, want to make all the stuff that you need. So what I would recommend doing is not using all of your wood to make other things. Now, making a stack of sticks is really important. And obviously, so it's clearing a bit of your inventory because this joke is getting annoying. Not the joke of me making this video. I'm in this to the end, but like the inventory being full. And you're gonna go 2 up each time. So you're gonna go boop, boop. And you go boop, boop, and then you go boop, boop. Fantastic. Are you all following along? There will be notes on the essay at the end of this. So then you go 1 more up each spot. Obviously, you want to make the jumps in between them. Pretty fantastic. Simple as that. And then you want to go like this. Straight across like this. Fantastic. Easy as can be. And then you're going to go 2 more. So like that. Like that across the board, gamers, like this. Fantastic. This is where it gets real, because you want to go back down like this. Fantastic. And it's going to go right here. So now you're cooking with gas as you put your fences down. Just to be you see, you don't want to do this. This will gaff you up big time. Once you've placed all your fences, this is a very important part. You have to get rid of the fences. If you have any fences on it by the end of it, it will be an unofficial Haven and Tower. Exactly. I mean, that's what I mean. It's a Haven and Tower if you have the fences, but you really want a Haven Tower. And obviously slabs go up there, and then you go like this. You nice little round. Obviously make sure it's on the upper slab. Make sure it's on the bottom of this slab rather than on a full slab. And then you're going to want to go ahead, grab yourself a crafting table, put one down, and then you're going to want to make some ladders. And just like that, gamers, you're basically about done. You're basically about done. No, that's not how you make ladders. Nobody look at that. And then you're going to go right over here, and you go boop, 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 boop. And congratulations, my friend. You have made yourself a Haven Tower. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Now, obviously, I know what you're thinking. Haven, and wasn't this just a massive waste of time? And I may have spent, well, the recording's been going for 12 minutes. Well, I just took a drink and you're still here, so what's that say about you? Anyway, welcome to the Haven Head channel. Bye. Yeah, I don't really have an outro or really like much of a plan for the Haven Head channel. I just thought it'd be fun to make a channel where I could just directly, speak to you guys, and maybe I'll do like questions of the day. I would be fun to make this like a weekly thing, where I could just upload whatever I want and that kind of thing. So if you're interested, then I don't know, subscribe, or I don't really care if you like or whatever. Like I say, I very rarely will upload on this channel unless it does really well for some strange reason. But we shall see. So what I will do is, if I ever decide on a weekly basis to make a video where I talk directly to you, I'll put like a question of the day thing at the end. So if you want your question answered, or you want the potential of your question answered, if I decide to upload more than one video on this channel, leave me a comment on this video below. But that being said, thank you for showing up, I guess. I mean, you just spent who knows how long of this video listening to me make a Haven Tower. But, send me pictures on Twitter or in my Discord. I have a Discord. Make sure to do that of the Haven, of your Haven Towers directly in your Discord. Anyway, I'm done now, so see you in the next video. We'll see if we ever upload on this channel again. That'll be fun.